Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's up? What's up? What's up? Chilling in the house. Big J is nothing else. What's up, guys? Hope you guys are well. Beautiful May 4th. May the 4th be with you. I should have came dressed up as Darth Vader. Hope you guys are enjoying. Nice lunchtime live. Starting the week off right. Heading into the best week of the damn year so far for the UFC. I mean, second to none, I'd say. In comparison to the other weeks that we've had, bro, this is so much better. So much better. It's not even comparable. Levels above for UFC 328 fight week. I honestly was thinking back to the earlier cards of the year. And I said to myself, damn, why is it that I look at what was? We really haven't had a proper fucking card. We really haven't had a proper UFC numbered event all year. UFC 324 was a good card, so I guess you can count the debut, but it was an interim title fight at the top. Volkanovski versus Lopez, it was a I don't want to say non-efficient, but it was like a non-factor championship fight, a rematch nobody really asked for. And then 327 was obviously the vacant title. Alberg and Prohashka. It's a vacant belt. 326 wasn't even a title. It was BMF. UFC 328, we got doubleheader of championship fights, legit title fights. The biggest fight in Asian MMA history in the co-main event. You have a massive main event with Hamzat and Strickland. Like, it feels like the UFC is back now. We just had a banger fight night in Australia. Things are coming together in the right way, and I am excited for what lies ahead with the UFC. I'm feeling very blessed. But hey, what's up to the chat? I'll start answering some questions. I just want to go on my little side tangent rant to start things up in here. Hey, should we carpool to JDM's funeral, boys? Pain. I'm really blown away by Prates. I'm not like disappointed with the result because Prates looked fucking sensational and he deserves a lot of respect. But what I feel is just Jack Della Maddalena also underperformed. As much as Prates exceeded expectations, Jack Della Maddalena underperformed. I'll go as far as to say he even kind of fought scared. He wasn't throwing. He was terrified of every shot Prates was landing, and he wanted out of the fight. Jack Della showed he's got that quit in him a little bit. And honestly, I think Jack Della, as far as being a UFC champion again, I'd bet money that he won't be. I think Jack Della is top 10, fun guy to watch, but seems to be maybe a guy that peaked early and now the tragic downslope. I'm also thinking to myself, yo, what about Bilal, bro? Like, I'm thinking about Bilal versus Bonfim. I'm like, whew, kind of got to favor Bonfim to win that shit. Hey, Buckley gang, rise the fuck up. Good reminder, bro. I meant to bet on it last night. I said to myself, let me bet it in the morning. I'm betting on Buckley right now. All right, let's see. What do we got for the line? Plus 125. Hey, let's just throw one unit on. We'll throw $100 at it right now. That's my first bet for the card. Little Buckley hundo. Underrated lock of the card. Potentially Jose Ochoa. Unless somehow he gets wrestle fucked, but I don't think he will. But, bro, Buckley as an underdog, I won't pass that spot up. Well worth it. Brady, they're hyping him up. The ground game, the control, the this, the that. Nah. JDM's facial expressions make the L's look so much worse. Hey, the most valid. Against Islam, he had those facial expressions where he looked like he was done. Now in this one, we saw the same. It's just over with. Dude, I think the Jack Della era is fucking dead, bro. I'm sad to say it. I've been a Jack Della fan. There's moments of greatness, but the truth be told, when it came down to crunch time, when it came down to really fucking bringing it, when it came down to really showing that he's about it, he got broken, dude. He got broken in a big way. And man, it's hard to look past something like that. He got fucked up badly, badly fucked up. Not just a little bit fucked up, not just kind of beat on. He got badly fucked up. Taira gonna make Van look like he never fought before? Hold the fuck up, bro. Hold the fuck up. I think Taira's awesome. It's a hard pick. It could go either way, but to say that Taira gonna make Van look like he never fought before is downright delusional. If they strike, Taira's getting busted up, bro. Van's gonna have Taira on his motherfucking heels, praying he hits that takedown. Praying he hits that takedown, bro. Carlos is a dangerous man. Terrifying force to be reckoned with. Absolutely. Carlos Prates is somebody you're looking at for the title now. And I'll tell you, I think he beats Michael Morales. You guys are going to see. Michael Morales is just a bigger walking Buckley. Good, but just real big. Like, I don't know. I'm looking at Morales' footwork. Testy. He's got power. He rips some big shots. He can wrestle a bit, but I don't think Morales is on the cusp of title fight. I think he loses to Prates, probably. I think the only way he beats Prates is if he lay in praise. A lot of wrestling. But if they strike, Prates knocks him the fuck out. Bro, Prates versus Gary too. I promise you, Gary is panic wrestling. Yeah, 170 is probably the hottest and most interested division in the world right now, which is fucking great, man. I love that. I'm glad to see 170 heating up. You don't think Rębecki should be a dog? I mean, the fight comes down to this. Can Grant Dawson pitch a shutout and just wrestle fuck? Most guys that have beaten Rębecki have to walk through fire and take some damage. Grant Dawson can't do that. How can I pick Grant Dawson? He's going to have a perfect performance. Nobody has made it look easy against Mateusz Rębecki yet. He's lost fights, but never one time it's been, wow, Rębecki just got cooked. Every fight is a dog fight. Every fight he brings fucking big shots and, shows a lot of heart. Grant Dawson, big combination. He could be looking up at the lights quickly. Prates did look about double Jack Della's size. Yeah. Looked like light heavyweight versus lightweight. I actually think Jack Della, could he cut down to 155? I wonder. But he looked terrible, man. Shavkat in the mix will add a ton of fun. Him versus Prates, Shavkat is just going to try and wrestle. 1 and 4 Savages hitting the like. Let's pump that up to 2 out of 4. Sending the like. Listen, make sure you guys hit the like button if you're enjoying. I think Michael Chandler versus Mauricio Rufy. Squash match. They're just putting Michael Chandler on the White House card. The Trump connections and whatnot. But, bro, he's going to get fucking killed. It's a terrible matchup. It is a Mauricio Rufy showcase chance, if I've ever seen one. He's expected to win. He will win. Did Jim Miller confirm that he's retiring this weekend, or are you just assuming it's his retirement fight? Because I didn't hear anything about him retiring. Hey, what's up, Ike Kavinsky? AJ the GOAT, my boy. Bro, I want Sean to win so bad. Add some lifeblood into every weight class. Maybe get one more champion fight every 2 years. Listen, I like activity, true. But no, I think Hamzat fucks him up, bro. Hamzat seems like a lock of the card. I mean, he's a huge favorite anyways, but yeah. I just don't feel like there's a high probability of him winning. I don't know. Doesn't feel right to me. I feel like Hamzat's going to take him down. It will. No, main event curse? No. Not for this card, bro. My main event curses, they don't exist when it's absolute locks in the matchup. It's only when it's the 50-50s, I think I may just have to go either if it's a big favorite, pick the favorite. But if it's like close money, I think I might just have to go underdog every time for the rest of the year. Just look at every card, say, okay, main event curse intact. What is the fucking odds for Alan Costa? Alan, slight favorite. That'll flip, bro. Costa's going to be the favorite. Costa's going to be the favorite. Topuria, lock over Gaethje. I'm really excited to see what the fuck the odds are for Islam Makhachev versus Ian Gary, because I think Gary will probably be like a 3-1 dog. I don't think he's going to be too big of a dog. What you think of Perisic after this weekend? Even though he won, it was hairy at some points. Makes me question how he does as he goes up the division. He's pretty good. I think Perisic is a fun watch. Is he beating Waldo Cortes-Acosta? No, he'll get knocked out. But he's fun to fucking watch slug bombs. It's kind of like a better version of Ante Delia. I think he's top 10. I think him versus fucking Josh Hokett would be crazy. Him versus Josh Hokett would be crazy. No, I think actually Perisic is a decent contender. I don't think he would beat Aspinall. I don't think he'd be able to handle that level. He's got power, but he don't have quite the power of like a Tom Aspinall, a Pavlovich, or a Waldo. I feel like him versus Josh Hokett would be fucking sensational, but he's not going to get that fight. Tulio plus 190. Tulio's a favorite right now, bro. Tulio's a 2-1 favorite. And Tulio deserves the favorite status, bro. Let me tell you, I am a Kopylov fan. I really like Roman Kopylov. Always had. You guys know. I like Roman Kopylov. Hard to pick him. Really hard. Because you go and you watch the fights back. You say, well, he lost to Gregory Rodriguez. He lost to Paulo Costa. Fair. But like, dude, he was in a dogfight with Chris Curtis too. So I just think you have to favor the side of Tulio. And even Tulio versus Leroy Duncan, if you just go off memory, you just think, well, Tulio got killed. Actually, going back, it was a pretty competitive fight. And I think Leroy Duncan kind of got lucky, bro. Hit him with a fucking back fist that rocked him. Didn't see it coming. Leroy Duncan's awkward. I honestly think Tulio should have probably beat Leroy Duncan, but that back fist was perfectly placed and it won him the fight. Hey, W Lost Got Soul. What's up, my boy? Good to see you, dude. Hell yeah. Bobby Green money line. You feel confident in the 3-1 Green money line? I'm not saying he doesn't win, but I'm picking Jeremy Stevens. I think Jeremy Stevens can knock him out. Big J in the house. What's up, bro? What's up, Swerve? Chilling, my boy. I'm feeling good. Feel like yesterday's breakdown was the best of the year. My favorite prediction video of the year by far, man. Holy shit. Was a cult classic banger. It felt great. And hell yeah. I'm excited for this weekend of beautiful violence. Excited for this week of fire content. I got a best and worst case scenario UFC 328 dropping tomorrow. I plan on cooking that video up later tonight. Kind of, getting a feel. Mr. Robert Green has been looking good lately. I just feel like Stevens could catch him, bro. Hype for your show with Papa Finch. I'm looking forward to it as well. Some people were telling me they couldn't find it. Yo, I didn't see Moneyline last week. So I think I'm going to create a new podcast tab for the channel just for Moneyline, because people are literally saying to me, bro, I can't find it. I'm like, dog, it's right there. But, I do a lot of live streams, so it kind of got buried. So I think I'm going to do a podcast tab just for Moneyline starting this week. We'll get Moneyline the proper due respect that it deserves. Kopylov doesn't have the fire in him anymore. Doesn't even try to win. He had Gregory hurt bad in the third and did nothing. But he still could land that kill shot. He still could land. Not impossible. I have to, Swerve. I have to go Van. I think there's definitely a pathway for Taira, though. If Taira gets him down, takes his back, the ground game is next level. But on the feet, I think Van really does back him up and put him on his heels. Biggest question I have is Van get-up game. I mean, it looked pretty good against Ray Saruya, but granted, Ray Saruya is not Taira. We'll see what happens. I look forward to seeing it, man. It's really the biggest fight in Asian MMA history. I'm not going to bet either side. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm not interested in the betting side. I'm just going to watch that fight as a fan, bro. I'm a Van's witness. I ride with it. I'm not going to pick Taira on the opposite end. Betting wise, though, I'm not even going to do it. I like Buckley as a dog. I don't need to bet that one. And if it hits, it hits. You going Hamzat, Taira, Waldo, Brady, and Green? Well, at least we met on Hamzat, though. At least we met on Hamzat. And I'm with you on Waldo, too. At least we met on fucking Hamzat. Stevens' last KO was in 2018. Yeah, but he dropped fucking Eddie Alvarez in bare knuckle, bro. He dropped Eddie in bare knuckle, bro. Van on the feet definitely will land some big shots. Tyra's going to look to take him down. Van's takedown defense going to be tested. If it holds up, I think the Van side is absolutely going to have a good performance. Great fight. I honestly just hope that we get like a great fight. That's what I want. I hope that like for the biggest fight in Asian MMA history, I hope we get a good fucking war between the two of them. How can we not be Mina Hamzat? Are many people picking Sean? Dude, I've been told Sean Strickland by so many fucking people. And the narrative is that Hamzat is going to break mentally. I will push it the other way. I think Hamzat will break Sean Strickland mentally. Yeah, there's a lot of people on Sean Strickland. I've been seeing a lot of people talking about Strickland. Sean due to the AJ curse. Dude, it doesn't exist in these obvious locks, man. It's the 50-50 fights. The AJ curse will not apply. How about this? The main event curse versus my undefeated record with Hamzat Chimaev fights. I've never lost a Hamzat pick, ever. I've picked him every time, never lost. I'm undefeated with Hamzat. I've picked him in every single UFC fight. I'm not picking against him, bro. Hamzat W for sure. Lock of the fucking year, bro. But he's minus 525, so it's not a betting lock. It's just an outcome lock. Bro, I've never lost with a fucking Hamzat pick. So what is more powerful? My undefeated Hamzat Chimaev record or the AJ main event curse? I promise you, bro, Hamzat's going to win. It's a guarantee, bro. I'm telling you, if you bet on Strickland, you want to chase the underdog, God bless. But there's better underdogs. Hamzat will not gas. Strickland will melt. Hamzat will beat his ass, bro. Hamzat is going to destroy Sean Strickland, bro. I don't think it's going to be that close. I think that Hamzat's going to silence that boring narrative. I think that's the best way. He's going to silence that boring narrative. You know how much I love my GOAT Fluffy, but come on, man. Hamzat's wrestling and Fluffy's wrestling is like comparing a Rolls Royce to a Tesla. There's a massive comparison. And it's that Hamzat's is substantially more physical, way faster on shots, level jump. No, I'm not chopping the beard off. I'm not betting my beard on anything, bro. I like my beard. It feels good. I'm not betting my beard down. I'll just listen. Strickland won't win, but if he does, I'll just give him a round of applause. Wow. Wow. What an upset. Yep. I think you're right. Same thing as with Drickus, but more damage. Drickus is physically stronger than Sean Strickland. His cardio is going to be so fine, bro. Yeah, but that narrative, bro. The narrative now is the boring narrative. This is the issue with Hamzat, is the boring narrative now. So that's why I'm aiming for a finish. It was fun when I bet my beard last time. Yeah, it was fun, but not fun for me when I'm beardless for a fucking month. Not fun for me, bro. People don't like beardless Jay, bro. I'm not doing it. The views go down when I don't have my beard. They're like, who's this kid trying to talk MMA? So, nah. The flat cap doesn't rock with the fucking beardless look. It's one thing if, I was at 100,000 subs, I do some videos without the flat cap. I look fine without the beard. But with the fucking flat cap being on and the beard being off, it looks fucking weird. Beard J, Moggs, no beard J. Exactly, Haru. It looks goofy, man. When I have no beard and I wear the flat cap, I look weird. Jersey girl be looking at you differently when it's baby face. Yeah, I know. I get less respect. I see people saying Fluffy didn't look like himself against Strickland, and that Fluffy should have shot for takedowns, but he doesn't shoot for takedowns like Hamzat does. Exactly. Different level. JDM let you down. Weekend was great. JDM pick was not. Lock City parlay still hit, but the JDM underdog attack was not. This week, I got another motherfucking welterweight, bro. I know my fucking lock already. I'm not even going to say, you guys already know. I know my underdog lock this week, bro. Motherfucking calling the shots. Prates looked beyond unbelievable, bro. I'm thinking about Prates, and I'm like, holy shit. His striking fucks up everybody in the weight class. You can't wait to use him in UFC 6. Weirdly, I thought the same thing. You're just happy JDM is still alive. Yeah, me too. Yeah, Strickland's not going to be able to sit and just pepper jabs. Hamzat is going to blast through him. Hamzat going to take his ass down and maul him. I do like that Jeremy Stevens was fighting in BKFC. And on the feet is where, King Green is most efficient. Keyword, most efficient. Still has grappling, though. Grant or Rębecki. It's not that I think Rębecki is better than Grant Dawson. It's that I don't trust Grant Dawson's chin. And to beat Mateusz Rębecki, you have to be able to endure damage. And if Rębecki gets some big shots off, fuck, man, I don't feel great about Grant Dawson. Now, if Grant Dawson goes out there and mauls him, just blown away. Like, that's just like, it's good for Grant. That's impressive as fuck. Bro, people betting Gaziev, they're just chasing it. Yeah, it's delusion. Delusion, bro. Delusion. You're on Hamzat too, but you have to know Sean is better takedown defense and scrambles. Yeah, but physically, he's outmatched. Physically, he's outmatched worse than DDP was. Physically, he's dead. He's dead. Physically, he's getting dogged. Ooh, 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 ooh. Ba-na, ba-na, ba. Ba-na-na-na-na-na-na. Na-na, Ba-na-na-na-na-na. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, ba-na-na-na-na. What's up, Mikey? How you feeling? You guys sad we're gonna have ZUL lose? Bro, he's not a weight bully anymore. No more weight bullying you, Alvarez. Where does Prates go? He can't beat a great wrestler, Ian Gary. So what's next? I mean, you don't know for sure that he can't beat Ian Gary in a rematch or a great wrestler. Who's to say? Prates versus Michael Morales. Prates versus Gary and fucking Makachev winner. You might just fade the whole card. Nah, there's good picks to be had, Big Chungus Fungus. There's good bets. Masvidal betting 100K on Strickland. That's a losing bet, bro. It's not gonna hit. That's just because of his disdain for Hamzat. Hamzat upsets people, bro. Hamzat upsets people because he can fuck them all up. You know, they don't like Hamzat. Hamzat's amazing, bro. Mystic JD's my new name after mid-round 3 Prates beatdown. Hey, congratulations, JD. You deserve some flowers for that. You're a real mystic menace. Not even a mystic Mac. You're a mystic menace, bro. Different. Strickland has a chance if somehow gives Hamzat resistance early on. Bro, he's not going to. Hamza's going to fuck him up, bro. You guys are going to be like, Jesus. Hamza's going to look better than he did against Duplessis. Strickland is done for. It's either a rear naked choke or it's ground and pound. It's fucking Hamzat all day. Elite wrestling, bro. Beyond. You think Diaz a good dog against Gautier? Listen, I like Ozzy Diaz, but I wouldn't bet him. You think Sabatini's a good-ass bet, great odds? Yeah, because the issue with Sabatini is, though, if fucking Gomis lands a motherfucking knee, he's going out. Like, Gomis might end up knocking him out. That's the problem with Sabatini's the chin. Sabatini wins 9 times out of 10, but that 1 out of 10, he's getting knocked the fuck out. Like, there is this element to worry with Sabatini. So you could bet it with a hedge of fucking Gomis knockout just to save your ass on the other side. I think Sabatini wins. I'm not saying he doesn't, but fucking Gomis just with a knee up the center, bro. Sabatini definitely chinny, and his striking is pretty mid. See, the thing is, Gomis isn't very powerful with his hands, but he does have good precision, and to knock out a Sabatini, it's more of a precise shot than anything else. Like, I know Gomis is more feather-fisted, but it's like we've seen Sabatini chin. I don't know. I worry about the Sabatini chin. I'm picking Sabatini, so don't get all worried about me fucking now, flipping sides or anything. The pick is Sabatini, but Gomis can fucking strike with accuracy and potential for a big shot. But obviously, I think Sabatini wins. Hyder Amil was able to beat Gomis, and I think that Hyder Amil is pretty mediocre. So, yeah, the pick is Sabatini. Should be a lock. It's probably a confident pick, but there is the one X factor of a big knee up the center, just because of the height difference. Lopez versus Garcia fight is going to be a tough one. I'm going with Lopez, though. I'm glad that I have over a month to make my pick on that one. You can see Hamza getting a modified Dars or Anaconda. Definitely possible. His grip's out of this fucking world. Yeah, I think Strickland's cooked. There might be a riot after the fight, bro. I said that during my breakdown. Like, I could see, the aura of it being like Hamzat and fucking Habib and McGregor. The hatred these guys have for one another is the closest thing. It's beautiful. It really is. Something beautiful about this true hatred, man. Sean Strickland talking crazy about him. We'll see. You going to be there live? No, there might be a brawl in the arena for sure. I think the beef may not end with the fight ending, unless Hamzat's feeling very nice and he accepts a Strickland apology. I just don't think he will. I don't think he will. Sabatini, Tulio, Gordon, Hamzat, 500 pays 2,000. I want to tell you guys something crazy. I had a weird dream last night that Miller somehow pulled out the decision. Like, I didn't see the fight or anything. I only saw glimpses of it. But I'm like, wait, Miller won? What the fuck? But I am picking Gordon. He should win. I mean, the parlay's live, man. I wish you luck. The 4 big favorites parlay. Ochoa, Sabatini, Rębecki, Buckley, Van. Jesus. Djorden savagery. You guys are looking for the wild ones, man. Dude, I think Susurkaev is going to get a knockout. I actually really like this fight for him. I think he's a lock for a KO. Susurkaev knockout. He's going to knock Santos out, bro. His knockout's a lock. I don't understand how Amosov opened up at plus 330. That doesn't make any sense to me. That's very weird. That must have been a mistake by the books. It was a mistake by the books, bro, because in a matter of 2 minutes, they changed it to minus 110, which I'm assuming they meant to open them up as a plus 130 underdog, not a plus 330. So, yeah. Yeah, Lars Newt Barfon. That was a terrible pick flip. I hate that. Dude, my PFL picks are purely instinct based, bro. I did hit Kim though, so fuck it. Take those PFL picks with beyond a grain of salt, bro. Take it with a fucking handful of salt. Sup, AJ Tulio Sabatini for me. Respect on that, useless. I think it's live. Probable outcome. If Gordon gets hit by another car pre-fight, it's over. He should just pull out. Susurkaev KO, Waldo, Moneyline, Hamzat sub. Okay. Thing is, though, Hamzat ground and pound could be live, but I could see him strangling too. But I do see him landing some shots, man. I'm excited for them to drop the full prop lineup. Right now, do they have any out? Chimaev sub is plus 115. Chimaev KO plus 265. Damn, bro. Minus 555 for Chimaev. Johnson kept shooting takedowns. You should have striked that out a bit. You had it right all week. Yeah, useless. I fumbled Friday, but yeah. Johnson was fucking terrible. That fight was really bad. But it is what it is, man. I think that he was nervous, dude. I think he fought really bad. Like, I definitely think he's way better than Wes Schultz. But he kept shooting takedowns. He should have just kickboxed, man. If he just kickboxes, he wins that fight. I don't fucking understand. Last second, I think money will come in on Strickland. His fan base has Diaz brother delusion. I hope that the line flips to a lot closer pre-fight. If you see Hamzat below minus 400, bro, you got a gift. AJ, I'm noticing a theme with a lot of these fights on 328. A lot of grappler versus striker matches might hedge one side and take the other. I mean, listen, valid point. If you feel like, you want to go the knockout prop with the striker and then just, the grappler in a parlay or a money line or a submission threat, you could do it. I'd just say this, like, there is a lot of striker grappler matchups on this card, but they're all different in their own way. Hamzat, Chechen wrestling monster, Sean Strickland, boxer, kickboxer, volume puncher, Joshua Taira, volume punching, savage boxing combinations, Taira, elite jiu-jitsu, right? Brady, smothering jiu-jitsu fighter, very capable with positional control, but, lacks punching power, good submission game, but not even the best wrestler, smaller frame, not physically with muscles, but like reach a little bit on the shorter side than Buckley. And then matchup between Amosov, Alvarez, good jiu-jitsu for Alvarez, great wrestling for Amosov. And then Dawson, Rębecki, both guys can kind of wrestle, but Rębecki has power. Sabatini, grappling savage, Gomis, Carpenter, pressure wrestler versus well-versed striker / grappler, Jose Ochoa. So there are a lot of striker grapplers, but with variants, man, Kopylov head kicks Tulio and he just gets knocked out again. That'd be upsetting. I don't think Tulio's getting knocked out, but Kopylov, he's live for it. Like, I don't think it's going to happen. He's got good precision on the shots. If he's in it, he's in it. You just never know with fucking Kopylov. You're picking Hamzat but not betting against Sean. I mean, Hamzat is not really a good money line bet, anyways. Sup, AJ? I enjoy listening to your early live streams. Gets me through the day while I'm working on customer sneakers. Got over 20 pairs I'm doing this week. Hey, get those sneakers done right. We're going to call you, instead of 1L Rico, it's Rico the motherfucking cobbler, bro. Big W, man. Do you like Gomis, Kopylov, Rębecki, Brady, and Amosov, 350 to win 11K? I mean, it's Djorden as fuck. Not really, but like you never know. Kopylov has Russian Chase Hooper vibe. But he's not chinny though. Kopylov's a good striker. Kopylov deserves a lot of respect. He's a good fighter. Yeah, that is a lot of money on a big risk. $350 for a chance of 11K, but I mean, I would lean towards I don't think it hits, bro. In the most genuine way possible. Bana. Mark my words, Hamzat will beat Strickland. You guys can mock me all you want, but you will all be proven wrong. Let me tell you, Gabe Blackman, I appreciate your enthusiasm and excitement for your bold call. I really do. But I think that nobody's mocking a Hamzat pick, for God's sake. When I first started reading it, I was expecting to see Sean Strickland, but Jesus. Really putting your head on a chopping block. Really putting on the chopping block. Chances getting chopped the fuck off, bro. You really out here, bro. You really out here like that. That's a wild ass take, bro. Holy shit. Holy shit. It would have been funny though if you were like, you know, if you pick and saying Hamzat just gonna strike with him and knock him out with a head kick. That's a hot take. The take of the motherfucking day, bro. Hamzat to win. Whoa. I think Jose Ochoa is a lock. He's got the makings of a top contender. I don't think Carpenter is about it as much. And don't overrate him because he went distance with Tagir Ulanbekov. Ulanbekov has really been proven to be pretty trash. Strickland will be desperate. I like how you put that. Hamzat has the options. Strickland, desperate, bro. You're right. He's going to be desperate. He's going to be like, yo, I need a fucking land a big shot. He's going to be on his heels. Bro, I think he's going to be so frustrated. You know, I think people think, well, you know, Strickland's talking like Hamzat going to be frustrated. When Sean Strickland gets taken down and controlled, I'm sure he's going to be pissed off. And I think he's going to be the one feeling the frustration. Like, it's crazy how one fight makes everybody forget. Dricus du Plessis dog-walked Sean Strickland, and everybody was saying Sean Strickland didn't want to fucking win. He fought like a coward, this is that. The coach of Sean Strickland, Eric Nixick, said, I want to be coaching world champions that are going for it. Pretty much saying that Strickland broke in the fucking fight. But now he's going to beat Hamzat because he had a good performance against Fluffy. The fucking narrow viewpoint of the MMA community is insane. The recency bias is unmatched. Hamzat is going to fucking dog walk Sean Strickland easily, bro. This is a serious level difference of matchup. I love Sean Strickland as much as you guys. His style is awesome. But, bro, it's fucking Hamzat. What are we talking about here? The first Strickland fight, I did think Strickland could have got it. But that second one, he got fucking dogged, man. Dogged. Dogged badly. Strickland had a shoulder injury. There we go. Well, you know what? What will they say after Saturday, you know? I think Khamzat clears. Bro, I like Khamzat versus Holberg at 205, though. That would be fucking sick. Khamzat gets the light heavyweight chance. I don't think it's going to be a 5-round snooze fest. The Khamzat boring narrative is new, too. I mean, he's been in some good fights. If there is a man that's going to beat Khamzat Chimaev, and there might be, I don't think it's Sean Strickland. I don't believe Sean Strickland is the man to beat Khamzat. I don't buy it. I don't think so. I'm sure Strickland has plenty of tricks up his sleeve. Strickland's fucking good. Guys, we're at 34 likes. Let's get 40 likes up in here. Let's go 40 likes, Jay. Making it happen in a big motherfucking way. 40 likes, Jay, yeah. Buckley, Waldo, Stevens, dog locks, all by KO. Respect on it. Holy shit. Who could beat Chimaev? Dude, if I put a list together of Khamzat Chimaev's on paper toughest matchups, it wouldn't be easy to do. I'd probably say the guys that could potentially pose a threat to Khamzat, and I say potentially strongly, Islam Makhachev, potentially. I'm not saying he beats Khamzat, but these are the biggest threats to Khamzat. Islam Makhachev, Nasruddin Imavov. I'd go as far as to say potentially Carlos Ulberg because of his size. If he can stop takedowns, that Ulberg range advantage and striking skill is a problem. And then Alex Pereira, obviously, but he's a fucking heavyweight now. So what are we really talking about with a big shot? Tom Aspinall. And maybe Ankalaev. Outside of that, bro. And honestly, you know, weirdly, Paulo Costa. Stylistically, Paulo Costa could be tricky. Like, the most underrated matchup for Khamzat that could give him serious problems is actually Paulo Costa. I think that would be maybe a more interesting fight because Paulo's never shown terrible wrestling. And he's got crazy kicks. I feel like the size of Paulo Costa could make it interesting, but I'd probably pick Khamzat. I think Costa, though, could be a more stylistically weird matchup, especially at 205. So the biggest threats to Khamzat Chimaev, they do exist. There are some wild threats, but dude, I don't think Sean Strickland. I would say, like, why do I think Islam? Because of his hyper elite grappling. But honestly, I think Khamzat would do damage with strikes. I think he could beat Islam in a kickboxing fight. And I think Khamzat could end up taking Makhachev down. It'll be too physical. And then, you know, obviously Imavov with his boxing. If he's not on his back the whole time. If he has space to strike, Imavov's precision and knockout power. You might be saying, oh, but Strickland beat Imavov a long time ago. Carlos Ulberg with his counter, check left hook, and his range. Ankalaev, if he can stop takedowns. But, dude, honestly, I'd probably pick Khamzat easier against Ankalaev than even Ulberg. Poatan because of his knockout power. But, again, if he goes to the ground, he's fucking getting mauled. His size. Paulo Costa because of his physicality and his kicks. But altogether, you know, what are the odds he lands the head kick? And the fact that Costa does good against Russians. So, dude, the last time I went to a UFC event in person was so long ago. Verdum versus Brown. Dude, I feel like, honestly, the crazy atmosphere, Australia was great. Can we talk about something real quick? Joe Martinez this past weekend. Did he not absolutely put on a masterclass as far as introducing the fighters? Did he not put on a masterclass? Did Joe Martinez not blow the roof off of the fucking place in Australia? I thought Joe Martinez just got himself a job with the motherfucking UFC after Buffer calls it as the full-time fucking announcer, dude. Joe Buffer is solid. He did with JD and Prates. Bro, it's because he's leveling up. I'm telling you, bro. Martinez is like Bruce Buffer making a couple mistakes. The time is coming when Martinez is going to fill the shoes. And he did something incredible with the Ozzy, like creative like that. I thought that was so cool. I really enjoyed the fuck out of that. I think Joe Martinez has leveled up. I don't know how the fuck he's gotten better, but he has. I think Joe Martinez put on a masterclass. I would love to see Joe Martinez as the UFC's head man. Martinez killed it. I said the same thing live with the last fight. Hell yeah. Fighting Pride of Perth was awesome. Bro, I'm telling you, Joe Martinez, he's on the cusp of it. Eventually, he'll get a shot. You never liked Buffer's voice? I think Buffer is the OG voice of the UFC. But I really believe Joe Martinez will fill the shoes when the time comes. Bro, he's got like the best voice. His voice is like so crisp. I don't even know how he does it. Like the way that he does it, it's like he's a fucking true professional. I think Joe Martinez is great. Joe's growing on you? Yeah, man. And he's gotten better. Joe Martinez has improved over the years. I swear to God, he's doing voice lessons. Like he's still training his voice. I like it, man. Let's get ready to rumble. Back in the day, that was the shit. Now I feel like it's just, gotten old. Let's make some noise if you are ready. I don't know how he does it. I think Bruce Buffer is great too, though. Don't get it twisted. But I do like Joe Martinez. You think he needs a better catchphrase? It's kind of basic. Make some noise if you are ready. The biggest thing is, like, it's time is set in stone for Bruce Buffer. It's kind of basic, but it still works. What else could be the catchphrase, man? I remember back in the day, I liked Jim Lampley. It's show time. I always enjoyed that. I always really enjoyed it. 40th like, I feel special. Thank you, bro. You are special, bro. Thank you for 40 likes. I appreciate it a lot. 40 likes is beautiful. Heavyweight is getting really good. You think Volkov beats Waldo? I'd say this. Don't be surprised if Waldo hits a fucking takedown or two, man. That wrestling of fucking Volkov looked terrible. And people forget Cyril Gahn took him down, bro. Like, I don't know. I feel like Waldo might surprise people and do what he kind of did with Rebellis to Spain. Buffer or Martinez? I mean, listen, I like both, bro. But Buffer is the UFC lead man until he's not anymore. But I think Martinez can fill the shoes. Who's upsetting at the White House? I don't feel like it's Lewis. Bro, Rahiki and McMillan would be fire. I don't know. It comes down to who's got a better chin. I honestly think McMillan could wrestle him. You think McMillan would get his chin sent to the fifth rope? Yeah, you forget he's a good wrestler, though. Yeah, I think Waldo will fight smart. Throw some takedowns in the mix. That's a good strategy for him. That's grade A fight IQ. You think Waldo definitely could beat Volkov? All Jaden had to do was land a few strikes. He was on top. And, bro, that single leg is so available for Volkov, too. You like the Waldo pick? Thanks, man. Well, am I picking Stevens? I don't know. I've got a weird feeling about it. I mean, Green did look good against Zellhuber, but Stevens beats Zellhuber in a boxing match. Stevens is more effective than Lance Gibson. Like, I know we've seen some good performances from Green lately for sure, but there's an element of matchup specific, and Green is just Green is fighting a weird matchup. Like Jeremy Stevens is kind of like the Drew Dober thing. He's always live to catch you. And as Green slips out of range, he likes the hands down. He keeps the chin up, bro. A good looping puncher like Stevens, put him out. Zellhuber not UFC level. Zellhuber got badly exposed. Like, I'm not going to rate the Zellhuber win as anything other than like impressive finish, doing what he had to, but not an elite guy. I think Zellhuber versus Chase Hooper is a perfect fight. The reason he didn't shoot on Pavlovich is because Pavlovich is a really good wrestler. And Pavlovich and Volkov was a weird fight because they had to train a lot together. So, like, that matchup was strange. It's like Volkov just kind of had his number. Pereira and Ilya walk us to the White House are going to be badass, walking from the Oval Office, I think. Volkov can't sleep jail. Tim all of a sudden he's going to sleep Waldo. Yeah, I don't see it. I think Waldo fights a smart fight. He's on fire right now. He's been so active. I played a little Xbox 360, but I was more of a PlayStation guy. I don't think White House fights are going to be fixed, bro. The foreigners will catch some W's. I mean, the co-main event is France versus Brazil anyways, so not too worried. No, Jeremy Stevens is not my savage underdog. He's just an underdog pick. I think he's live for the knockout. I'm curious what Jeremy Stevens by KO is going to be. I like Waldo, Buckley. I picked Van too, but that's a 50-50 fight. I think Stevens should be closer money with Green. He's just, obviously not getting the respect because of inconsistent MMA results. No, I didn't catch any of the boxing Saturday. How was it? Dude, after the fucking UFC stream, bro, I slept. I was fucking worn down. Chat, we're at 44 likes. Let's get to 50 likes up in here. I want to hit 100 likes this afternoon. So let's run it up with a Monday banger and get me 100 likes. What's up, Louie boy? How you feeling, bro? Chillin' Jay up in here. Badass stream tonight. I'm so excited for Moneyline. Moneyline's going to be a banger, bro. I can already feel it. Buffer has been making some weird mistakes recently, too. Yeah. But nothing fixed. What's up, OG Herb? How you feeling, dog? After you watch PFL and boxing, I watched a little PFL, but I was tired, man. I was like, man, I'm just relaxing, watching TV. What's good, bro? What's good? Brady by sub? Nah. I don't think he subs Buckley, dude. Maybe if he grapple fuck, but I don't think he subs Buckley. I think Brady's a victim on the feet, man. And Buckley's been spending the last fucking year wrestling. What do you think of Patty's next fight? Man, Benoit's a tough matchup for him. And thank you for the love on the Waldo pick. I appreciate that. Moneyline always a banger. Finch, you have a good dynamic. Wish you guys would do more together. Listen, bro, we bring one magical show every Monday, so you always have to tune into it. You always got to tune into it. If you miss Moneyline, you're missing out. But I am going to add a podcast tab to the channel and put Moneyline there because I've had people tell me, bro, I can't find Moneyline. Where is it? And it gets caught up in the live tab. So, yeah, I'm going to have a podcast tab specifically designed for the Moneyline starting this week, which I'm excited for that. Got a feeling Sean going to grind to a decision. Sean Strickland's going to grind a decision out on Hamzat. That's wild. That's a pretty outrageous take, bro. Respect on it, though. I hope Buckley wins. Brady style's boring, no hands, all wrestling. I actually like Brady's grappling, but he doesn't have hands. And I could see Buckley doing what Morales did to him. It's a lot of teeps and jabs. Bro, it's going to be hard for Strickland to keep Hamzat off of him. I think Hamzat going to press him up against the cage as Strickland tries to climb, peppering shots. If Jeremy Stevens was Bobby Green was bare knuckles, Stevens all day. And I'm thinking, like, what if Bobby doesn't wrestle? That stylistic matchup with hands, man. Jeremy Stevens got a clean, straight right. He's got good looping shots. I like Jeremy Stevens in the fight. Green should grapple, honestly. Green should take down Jeremy Stevens. That's his pathway. If he takes him down, that's smart. I just don't know if he's going to follow that strategy and just wrestle a lot. And is Jeremy Stevens guaranteed to get taken down? Right. I think Mason Jones and Bobby Green would be a fucking sick fight too. But Mason Jones physically would be a problem for him. Like Mason Jones grappling better than Green. So I don't know, dude. I think Jeremy Stevens is in it. He's easy to write off because of his MMA record, but he's 3-1 in BKFC, and he's only lost for the BKFC belt against the fucking star of the promotion. Against the guy, you know. You think durability favors Stevens? I think too, bro. Yeah. I like the chances. I couldn't pick King Green. I just couldn't do it. Especially the odds don't make sense to me because I'm like, this is a fucking coin flip fight. Like, minus 325. Like, okay, maybe you give Green a slight favorite status. He opened up at 2-1. Okay, but minus 325? What the fuck? Value on Sean? I mean, he's got great odds, but if you lose, there is no value. Yeah, the Prates and JDM fucking aura was crazy. That fight was incredible, bro. It was obviously one side, but it was incredible. Couldn't Bobby just pick him apart from 3 rounds, though? I don't know, dude. Jeremy Stevens is deceptively fast, too. Stevens hasn't won in 8 years. Listen, Stevens has won in BKFC, bro. And this is a fight that's most likely a lot of striking. I'm telling you, man. Bad matchup. Not a guaranteed loss for Bobby Green, but not an easy fight. Welterweight is so stacked. Hopefully Shavkat comes back this year. Listen, I hope so. Adding him to the mix will be awesome. BKFC and UFC different levels, though. Stylistically, look at something, though. And look at the opponents, okay? Jeremy Stevens has a win over Eddie Alvarez in BKFC and then lost in a fun fight versus Mike Perry. It's King Green. King Green's wins, Lance Gibson Jr., okay win, decision win. Daniel Zellhuber, more of a kicker, not a very big puncher. Styles make the fights, man. Stevens can box. He had pro boxing fights, too. I think Jeremy Stevens is in the fight. And the chin of Stevens better. The power of Stevens live to land. I think King Green could get shut off. And listen, if he pitches a masterclass, good on him. But I'm going Stevens. You don't think Brady is as lost in striking as people say? He struggles with slick timing strikers, not really just power punchers. Both guys have lifestyles. Wins, fair point. But I think that Morales isn't a slick timing striker. He's kind of just a blitzing power shooter. If Bobby gets KO'd, which round you think? I'm kind of thinking round 2. Probably wins round 1. And then round 2, maybe a kill shot. Steven's style is take it to land it. So if Green don't shut him off, it's kind of like, dude, it's the Drew Dober fight to me. It's the rinse and repeat of the Drew Dober fight. Green's going to be looking sharp, moving on him, and Jeremy Stevens just going to keep on pressing, keep on pressing, keep on pressing. Keep on pressing, keep on coming, keep on throwing. Good fight. You always get Kopylov picks wrong. Well, I'm going for the Savage side. Kopylov to lose. Tulio. Love from Winnipeg. Hey, W, light skin beast. Hey, KO picks, man. Thank you for the dono. Ultra, Giga, Diddy, Mega, Max, Chimaev round one. Hope you had a great weekend. Hardest worker on MMA YouTube. Thank you, KO picks. Thank you for the 5. Hamza round one that's a base take, man. He just blasts Strickland in the first. Would be fucking incredible. Not impossible when it comes down to Hamza. I like the call. I respect the call. I'm thinking a little bit later, but I respect the call. Absolute W, bro. Thank you for the 5. I appreciate the dono, my boy. You're mad excited for a Volkov masterclass? You feel like Volkov going to masterclass Waldo? Volkov looked pretty flat in the past fucking 2. Even against fucking Gane, I don't think he looked that good. You think Buckley's plotty, swings with his hips, with his feet planted? I get that Usman was getting touched, but he's also plotty. Brady will have a lot of chance to dip under, hit a double leg. I just think that the Brady offensive wrestling, though good, I don't think it's as good as Usman's because he lacks the physicality. He's got good grappling when he gets to the floor, but I could see Buckley stopping those takedowns, bro. I could see Buckley shucking them off. You feel like the Hamza Sean fight doesn't happen? Nah, no BS. Nah. You going Waldo, Buckley, Van, Gomis, and Alvarez. Oh, shit. You think Strickland will be overzealous to get back on the feet? I do think he's going to get frustrated and get put in a bad spot. I like how you said on the prediction how there could be a brawl even after the main event. I know. Possible. I know your lock is Joshua Van. You'll find out Wednesday, bro. I'm not going to say anything of what it is for sure. You'll find out Wednesday. There's other underdogs that I like on the card. Volk has been way less active than Waldo. Way less active. And Waldo's been looking good, man. I think Waldo's a good underdog. I like it. I like the chances. Hey, what's up, Rangy? Waldo lock of the week. Sorry for spoiling. We'll see. I like Waldo a lot. I think Waldo wins. Waldo's definitely a fucking contender for it. Buckley has never been submitted. No. Dude, Buckley historically has good takedown defense. Rębecki's a good underdog. Bro, there's a lot of underdogs this card. What I got? Fucking 5 underdogs on the card? Dude, the Dawson chin is so worrying, bro. My mindset was to beat Rębecki, fighters have had to walk through fire. Dawson is not a type of guy to walk through it. Buckley's an underdog call. Amosov might sell. I don't know. I don't really feel like betting Amosov at all. I just picked him because I kind of be hype if Alvarez subbed him, but I think Amosov probably grapple fucks him. I think Dawson going to dominate with takedowns, ground and pound. The problem is if they strike, the clean efficiency of a Rębecki bomb worries me. I think Dawson's better than him. I just think Dawson's got a glass jaw. And if Rębecki has some moments to slug some wild fist, I'm worried about it. But yeah, I definitely see the Dawson side, just so you guys know. It's like that was a pick I was kind of twisted on. But I'm like, everybody that Rębecki has lost to had to deal with some adversity. I feel like Dawson succumbs to adversity. So, dude, but Usman's wrestling is better than Brady's, though. And Usman's jacked as fuck, strong as hell, and has long ass arms, bro. Brady got the short arms. On the feet, he's a victim, bro. I started to notice that when you just go on a guy based on punches chance, it's never really a good bet. True. No, it's true, Rębecki. You're right. Dawson could potentially fuck him up. Absolutely. Amosov beating Logan Storley twice, and Logan did good in PFL last week. True. I think Amosov gonna grapple fuck Alvarez, man. Yeah, Dawson did fuck up Rafa Garcia. That's impressive. Oh, I just think Rębecki, if he stops the takedown, starts slugging some fucking shots, bro. Dawson is turtling up. True, the Rębecki scar tissue is worrisome as hell. I love that fight, man. I convinced you to switch to Buckley. Hey, WPDK. I really like Buckley this week, man. I think it's a good matchup for him. I think it's a stylistic matchup he fucking shines in. I think Brady's going to get tested, man, in a big way. That chin's going to be checked. And I think we could even have, like, the best version of Buckley ever now. Oh, yeah. Brady definitely going to try and wrestle hard as fuck. He should. Thing is, if he can't get Buckley down, if Buckley stops that takedown, the last 10 months, he's been wrestling a fuck ton. He even did that RAF wrestling match. Shit, dude. Buckley's hands are going to fucking drop Brady. Amosov only one loss. Yeah, Jason Jackson fucked him up. You like Buckley on this one? W dial, yeah. Me too. Seems like Brady gets scared when big punches come his way, then he just gets caught moving backwards. I think it's just he's not efficient in striking for the most part. It's just, I don't know, it doesn't come natural. It doesn't have good timing. The biggest thing is Usman in round 5 was whiffing on every forced takedown attempt. Buckley stops takedowns that are forced, but like if you set him up like Usman, you know, with a decent enough jab to set up some shots, Brady doesn't have that option. Brady just shoots. Like, I don't think his hands can even compete at all. This card 10 times better than the White House card. This is the best card, man. I love this card. I think the reason Usman also got to Buckley in a big way is because of his fucking length, man. Brady's got the T-Rex arms in the spot. He's going to have to deal with some shots as he's trying to close that gap. Dude, I think Buckley has to be the pick. Probably going to bet Buckley by KO as well. But yeah, my call is Buckley, dude. I really like him this week. I like Brady's grappling a lot, but not a matchup I like him in. It's a tough fight for him. Yep, hand speed and reach advantage, golden. Agreed. Dude, I just don't really see Brady wrestle fucking him for 3 rounds or subbing him. Buckley's got solid takedown defense, man. I know it's easy to look at the Usman fight and just look at that. I mean, he even busted up Colby. I know Colby was on short notice, but what I'll say about it is Colby only hit 1 takedown. And Colby's a fucking great wrestler. I know Colby gets shit on a lot, but Colby is a hell of a wrestler. You seen that RAF, bro? Colby can fucking wrestle. Colby will fucking beat Sean Brady in wrestling. And Colby got a fucking chin, bro. Colby Covington he talks a lot of shit. You've seen the else, but bro, Colby Covington's got a fucking chin. Always has. Dude can eat shots, bro. Brady can't. Brady's got no durability. So I don't trust him. I think Buckley is a good bet. Hey, WOG Herb, thank you for gifting a membership, my boy. Fuck yeah. Shout out to the Savage, man. Listen, we got a gifted membership. We're at 45 likes. I want to hit a like goal. Hour and a half mark. Let's run it up to 65 likes. That's about 19 likes from now. If in 20 minutes we can get 19 likes, I will stream for an extra amount of time. I'll push the stream longer because I want to go on that 100 like track. You guys know. So I'm willing to extend the stream if you guys show me love with the likes. So if you're watching, you're on the TV, hit the like button. You're on the phone, hit the like. You're just listening to audio. You're like, yo, bro, I'm driving right now. Well, whenever you get the chance and you stop, hit the like button for me. And let's make this a longer stream. Hey, W to OG Herb. I really appreciate the dono, my friend. Thank you, dog. When you look at what Buckley went through in life, Brady just another obstacle. Yeah, I think so. You're driving 100 miles per hour and liking it. What a savage, Dana White's. Buckley KO estimated to be between 300 and 375. I'm going to bet it. I'm going to bet it. For sure. That's a good line. Dana White's is crazy, bro. Tyler, the Creator, went from rapping to UFC. Is funny. It's motherfucking time, bro. I'm so excited for this week's worth of content. Moneyline tonight. Tomorrow, we're doing a best and worst case scenario UFC 328. I'm stoked for this shit. I'm going to do it just like last week. We're going to go, two of the best, two of the worst case scenarios. Maybe more, maybe less. Maybe I'll throw a bonus. And then the gambling scenarios as well. Yeah, it's going to be a good show. That's a good series, bro. That's the new series. I'm excited for it. It's going to be a cult classic banger. The worst case scenario is really bad. Strickland and Chimaev have a shootout. With all the decisions lately, I'm double chancing everything this weekend. Hey, respect on it. I'm hoping we see a violent night, though. This is the most hyped card in a long time, all year. Bro, there hasn't really been like a hyped card all year. Let's be honest, bro. This is the first one. 328, 329, obviously Freedom 250, White House. UFC's finally heating up, bro. So yeah, the UFC has felt kind of at like a standstill all year. There hasn't really been any big cards. Even 327, when you really look at it from an honest take, I mean, Prochazka and Ulberg is a fucking hardcore's delight, but casuals don't give a fuck. This is going to draw a lot of casual eyes. Hell of a card, man. Who wins, Gary or Prates in the rematch? Seeing how Prates look. Let's see how Gary looks with Islam to make a final decision, but Prates look crazy. Van Taira take. Battle of styles. If Van can defend the grappling, he'll keep Taira on his heels and bust him up with punches. Taira was hurt bad in round 3 against Royval. Royval chose to grapple, but if he just keeps punching, he probably finishes him. On the ground, if Taira gets the back of Van, it could be an early night. So, yeah, we'll see what happens. I like the fight. I'm going Van, though. But obviously, Taira in it. Dude, it's the biggest fight in Asian MMA history. Like, I genuinely can't say I'd feel overly upset no matter who wins. So I'm not going to bet that fight. I'll tell you guys straight up. How do you bet Chimaev? You kind of got to either pick the round or just go a finish prop. You really can't. You can parlay it. Yeah. Minus 565. I have to imagine Van been training wrestling because of Pantoja. So give me Van. I think so too, bro. He's got 2 back-to-back camps dialed into fucking grappling. I like that. I like that a lot. I'm curious to see how Taira reacts to the Van hand speed. I love the fight, man. May the best man win. How do you see Gomis Sabatini? I think it's grapple fucking Sabatini. Potentially a submission, man. Buckley, Acosta, and Van plus 1,500. That's a savage underdog onslaught. I like that. I might just go a main card underdog near sweep. Because I got 4 underdogs on the main fucking card, bro. I think it's going to be a dog-heavy main card. I just don't really like, I look at the odds. I'm like, that's cool. But like, I didn't look at the odds to make my picks. I'm like, all right, let's make the pick. Oh, shit. Man, I'm going a lot of dogs. I don't know. I think the dog's going to win. Like, I don't know, bro. I'll pick favorites when there's favorites. The odds are fucking irrelevant. It's about the fight. It surprised me to see some of the odds. Odds that surprised me most is why King Green's a minus 325 favorite. Yeah, there's a press conference. Thursday, 5 o'clock. Last great pay-per-view was 320, carried by Poatani Yuri. I think UFC 323 was great. But, dude, this whole year, there hasn't really been a great numbered event. No, I'm not switching up on Van. I'm picking Van. Van has been my guy since day one. I ain't switching up. I'm saying Taira's got a pathway with grappling. I'm a Van's witness, man. Dude, I'm debating buying the Joshua Van shirt. Jersey Girl was going to get it for me. And I was like, I don't know. Last time I did that, I cursed my fucking pick. But I might just do it. I might tell Jersey Girl buy it. Because either way, bro, the shirt is fucking fire. It's like a workout shirt, like a fucking pump cover. It's fire. True, the Miami card was lit, but I'm saying like main event. A main event that said, wow. For us hardcores, it was lit. But I'm talking about just the world tuning in. This weekend is going to get everybody tuning in. Bro, because I base everything off numbers, bro. I look at the view numbers, and I can tell you which cards have hype and which cards don't, because it reflects in my full card predictions. You like Van, but you can't pick him? Respect. Respect. I'm a Van's motherfucking witness. Of course, I got boards this weekend, bro. Of course. Hamza Chimaev, smish the boy. Van is a paper champion. I mean, he is the champ. Obviously, it ended in a weird way with Pantoja, but he's got the belt. Listen, at least he didn't get it off a fucking DQ like Aljo did, you know? Van beats Taira. The Pantoja rematch is the biggest fight in flyweight history. But make no mistake about it. This Saturday's co-main event is the biggest fight in Asian MMA ever by a long shot. 2 Asian fighters for a UFC belt. Japan attempting to get their first ever throne. They've never been champ in the UFC. Japan has never had a UFC champ. You think of Pride FC. You think of fucking Japan being like the home of mixed martial arts. Never had a world champion. Never. This is their shot. Let's see. They've lost so far. Can Taira turn the tide? How you betting Gautier? Probably round 1 KO, but I don't even know if I'm going to bet it. Taira is definitely at a deficiency in striking. He's got to get the fight to the mat. But Van's got a good get-up game. And he's a good wrestler. And he's fast as fuck. Van's a little Tasmanian devil, bro. Love the fight, dude. Absolutely love the fight. Holy shit. Dun, 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 dun. I remember I picked Taira after that Alex Perez nice win, but Taira gassed a bit. Taira's good, though. It's just, bro, watch the Royval fight. When you get a chance, if you haven't yet, useless. Watch the Royval fight. I picked Royval to beat Taira. And, dude, the only reason Royval was actually in compromised positions, like in certain points of that fight, is because he played the grappling game. He was busting Taira up badly, had Taira on his heels, and instead of fucking just punching, he's going to grappling because he's a grappler. If Royval just keeps swinging, he probably TKOs Taira. Nearly blew the fight because of that. If Strickland wins, you might want to consider an exorcism. Strickland won't win. Sorry to disappoint the Strickland backers, but he's got no chance, dude. It's an easy lock. Like, I feel like if you're picking Strickland, you're overcomplicating the prediction. You're looking past everything. I did, bro. I picked Royval to beat Taira, and I called Van to be champ. So I'm going Van again. I look at it like this, bro. The pathway to success for Strickland, the margin of error is going to be so fucking small. It's impossible, bro. Like, I hate that. I'm not saying it, but it is, man. it's almost like a fucking statistical impossibility that Sean Strickland pulls off a win in my mind, because you have to rely on a few factors. Factor one, Sean Strickland needs an efficient get-up game. Bro, he's guaranteed to be taken down, but there's nothing guaranteed. Absolutely high probability he is taken down multiple times. The effort into a get-up against the guy with the top pressure of Khamzat Chimaev kills the gas tank bar. It is easier for Khamzat Chimaev to hit takedowns, control Strickland, get back up to the feet, than the contrary. Strickland is going to need to work back up every single time, and then he's going to need to get the strikes going. He's going to need to land some thunderous shots and hope that Khamzat Chimaev's gas tank dwindles in the later rounds. Problem with it all. Sean Strickland being forced to defensively wrestle for numerous rounds, if we get that far, is going to drain his gas tank. So they're worried about the gas tank of Chimaev. I'm worried about Strickland. Strickland forced into grappling sequences over and over and over and over again. Now, eliminate the physical element of fatigue. Let's say Sean Strickland doesn't get tired. The mental element of frustration. People be talking about, oh, we're going to see the side of fucking Khamzat frustrated. Strickland's going to get him. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. The mental side of Strickland dealing with a guy who is grappling. He is consistently unable to stop. A guy that he hates, pressing him up, beating him up, throwing shots at him and wearing him down. Bruh. If anybody's going to be in their head, it's going to be Sean Strickland. We're talking about a guy that fucking lost the mental warfare battle against Dricus du Plessis, and Khamzat's going to break mentally, and Strickland's going to get in Khamzat's head? No, not a chance, bro. Not a chance. Strickland and Chimaev supposedly did, and supposedly Chimaev tapped him a few times. Supposedly Chimaev beat him up when they grappled pretty easily. There's a Schmo interview asking Strickland about it. Strickland, understand, he is playing a rage-baiting psychological warfare attempt on Khamzat. Understand. Sean Strickland is trying to get in Khamzat's head, which he's going to be unable to do, and he's trying to force Khamzat into a striking fight because Sean Strickland knows he is fucked on the ground. As much as his get-ups, his this, his that, he is fucked on the ground. He's going to get fucking destroyed on the ground. He's got no chance on the ground. Yeah, the cardio of Khamzat is different, bro. It's gotten way better. It's not like it was back in the day. And nobody has wrestle-fucked Strickland like that because he hasn't taken on this fucking next level of wrestler. Oh. That's fucking hilarious. The cardio narrative is dead. Agreed. The cardio narrative is dead, bro. Strickland will need a miracle. Strickland is going to need divine intervention to beat Khamzat Chimaev. Strickland is going to need a blessing from God to give him some type of insane moment where he can land the perfect shot, bro. It's not going to fucking happen, dude. It's just not. And this is just an honest perspective, you know? It's not me trying to shit on the side of Sean Strickland. I like Strickland, but bro, I'm realistic. I'm a realist, bro. He's going to fuck him up. I didn't really make picks like that back in the day, Thai Nation. I hoped McGregor would find the way to win, but he didn't. Me as an adult, I probably would have picked Khabib easy. I picked Khabib to beat Poirier easily. Strickland getting back up is going to look like HA fighting a 7-year-old deli clerk. Is crazy. Bro, Gilbert Burns at 170 in his prime. Jiu-jitsu champ, different matchup. Younger Hamzat. Different Hamzat now, too. Hamzat's chin is terrible. What evidence do you have that his chin is terrible? He's never been knocked down. What? Okay, one shot against Burns kind of clipped him. He's never been rocked. Burns didn't drop him bad. He caught him with a shot. Come on, bro. That's at 170, man. When he was a young prospect, dude. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Don't just chase the underdog because pick an underdog you believe in, bro. If you really believe in Strickland, God bless. But he's going to get cooked. But God bless. Seriously. Hamzat was so weight drained at 170, bro. So weight drained. Dude, he could fight at 205 and do fine. Waldo's a good dog. See, that's a smart dog right there. I agree. I like Waldo. MMA math using DDP might be the short answer. I guess so. If there's ever a time to use it. Hamzat round 5 KO at plus 4,000. Jesus. That'd be crazy. I could see a Hamzat TKOing him in like the 3rd round. Buckley dog lock. Find out officially on fucking Wednesday, motherfuckers. Official dog lock drops Wednesday, bro. MMA math says Volkov wins. Yeah, fuck the MMA math, though. Styles make the fights. I don't care about MMA math, bro. You know? It's stylistic math. Comparable matchups, comparable styles. Prime example is Ursay Elliott. People are like, well, Ode Osborne gave him a tough fight, so Tim Elliott beats him. No. Chat, we're at 65 likes. Let's get 70 likes up in here for the 90-minute mark, putting us 30 likes away from 100, and I'll stream the 2-hour mark up. So we'll do a long stream. We'll do a long J stream. All you got to do is hit the like for the fucking boy. Show some love on a beautiful fucking Monday. All right. Starting it off right with a bajang. You know what I'm saying? Lunchtime live, bringing thunder like no other on a Monday. Make sure you guys hit the likes for the boy. Thank you, bro. Is Strickland a harder style than DDP for Hamzat? Maybe. Here's what I'll say, Useless. DDP has a very physically imposing ability, even in grappling, right? He's a strong motherfucker. Strickland doesn't have the strength. Maybe he's got a slight technical edge, but he's not going to have the physicality. So I don't know, man. Seeing Hamzat bully Dricus du Plessis, I'm hard-pressed to say that Strickland can deal. I like Buckley, bro. I like Buckley a lot. Brady's wins are overrated. You're right. You be paying attention to things, bro. You're a smart man. You know your shit in this game. You know your shit in this game, my boy. You're on the cusp of it, man. I think the reason Waldo sitting at dog status, simple truth of it all, it's because Volkov was on the cusp of title fight. Volkov is 6'7". He's a big heavyweight. He's got good striking. There's things to like. Waldo is in the biggest and toughest fight of his life by far. I don't think Hamzat goes all out in round 1 trying to force a finish. I don't think so. I think Hamzat might just control him. The DDP narrative pre-fight was he was too strong for Hamzat. Right. Now this narrative is, well, Strickland's too technical on the ground to just get laid on. I don't think so, bro. Hamzat's going to fucking clear him. It's a huge, dude, the odds are huge, right? So it's not like the element of the breakdown is like betting, base where it's like, wow, it's such a lock. Financially, you're not going to make much trying to bet, Hamzat Chimaev Moneyline unless you're throwing hundreds of thousands. But I don't know, man. Bet 550,000 to make 100,000. I'm sure somebody would risk it. Yeah, Waldo might sleep Volkov. But also, I think Waldo could take Volkov down. What do you think? A sub or TKO most likely for Hamza? It's tough to pick. It's ground and pound into a sub, but it could just be ground and pound. I could see Strickland flattened out and Hamza just pounding him to prove a fucking point. But I lean sub. I do see the rear naked strangle as a possibility, but there's a chance that he says, fuck you, motherfucker, and just starts beating the absolute piss out of him. That's a viable outcome. And just doesn't want to get the fight done by a sub. He wants to stop him. Bookies will give us Habib at minus 300, minus 320. The books have gotten sharper over the years. Yeah, I mean, Chimaev sub points. But what about Chimaev TKO, though? What if he ground and pounds? You're sitting there pissed. Why did I play sub? You finish him with ground and pound. Other than beating each other at welterweight, do we see any other contender beating Gary Morales or Prates? I can't even see Shavkat beating them 3. And he beat Gary already. I think Shavkat Morales really intrigues me. I feel like, shit, bro. Shavkat off a layoff, though, he might end up getting knocked out. Yeah, those are the monsters of the weight class. It's hard to see anybody beating them. Prates, fire. Morales, power. Gary, precision and footwork. My God. Volkov looks slow as fuck in his past 2 fights, man. Alvarez winning. He's live to win. It's a possibility, but I'm on the other side. UFC 6 trailer drops tomorrow at 11 a.m. I will react to the trailer live. Give you guys a proper reaction, man. A proper reaction, Jay. Chat, I think I got to play AIAJ for old time's sake because I got to take a mean piss. Ready? I'm going pee. Are you watching and enjoying? Because damn, you know I would be. Currently, I guess I'm actually in the bathroom, so I got to keep you guys entertained virtually here. Main event this weekend. I'm very confident in my pick, per usual, okay? I see the chat right now going crazy. Listen, guys, I'm based with the takes. It doesn't matter. I actually don't know what the main event is this weekend. I mean, I know what it is this weekend at the time of the recording, but you guys watching, I should just ask UFC trivia. Who was the first UFC lightweight champion? Bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong, bing, bong. I should probably look it up too, because off the top of my dome, I don't even know. I think was it Jens Pulver? Let's see. First lightweight champ. Jens Pulver. Told you. Wow. Throwback. Jens Pulver. First lightweight champ. I knew it. Call me Mr. Accuracy. Expect more questions. I don't know. I guess next time. Peace out. Well, I guess hello, because I'm coming back. Throwback to the AIJ. That was great. That was a cult classic. A 2026 AJ will whoop this guy. Thanks, bro. Shavkat's legs are probably done. Shavkat's legs, man. The injury's bad. I don't know when he'll be at 100%. You love Volkov. You think he beats any other contender other than Salsa Boy? Salsa Boy is one of those matchups, dude. Hamza could run that light heavyweight. I'm confident. I feel like Hamza could go dual champ status. Chicken leg cat is done is crazy. I think you got a point with that bad blood TKO take, right, Pity, bro? It's live that he's like, fuck it, just pump. Flattens Strickland out, just beats the fuck out of him, bro. Like, that could be a possibility. And then talk shit after, dude, as they try to break it up. Fuck you, bro. I'm telling you, there might be a riot post-fight. It could be Habib McGregor, too. I hope something crazy happens. I wonder if the crowd is going to be such a pro Strickland crowd because that could also cause some chaos in the arena. Bro, if there's some crazy shit talk, I'm telling you, bro, possibility. 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 Boom, 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 boom. Salsa Boy versus Hokit would actually be crazy. The two dudes just running through the division. I would love to see them eventually fight. I think that'd be special. Ooh, 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 ooh. That'd be beautiful. Hey, W chat, we're at 59,181 subscribers. Holy shit. That's fucking beautiful, bro. We're on the cusp of 59,200, bro. Fuck yeah. Close to 60K, bro. I'm so excited to see 60,000 subscribers on the channel. That'll be fucking crazy. Bro, I think Hockett is going to murk Derek Lewis. Yeah. Dude, Waldo Hockett, great fight. Great fight. Hey, what's up, Majestic? How you feeling, bro? Dude, I definitely could see Hamza holding the choke a little extra long if he does go for it. You feel like this card feels like one of the easiest we had to pick in a while? What calls you got, bro? Don't tell me you're picking Strickland in the main. I really don't think you are, bro. Why do I have a weird feeling Finch is going to pick Strickland tonight? I don't think he's got it. Nah, he won't. He'll just mention maybe Strickland could shock him or something. That's my prediction. I'm going to predict Finch's picks. I'm going to say Finch, man, picks Jeremy Stevens with me. I'm going to say Finch, man, might be picking Brady. I could see him going Brady. He likes Brady. And he's going to mention the grappling. But I don't know. He might go Buckley. That one's tricky. I think Finchman's also going to go Waldo. I think he's going to go Taira. And then main event, I'm torn, bro. I could see him going dog Strickland, but I don't know, man. Definitely a 60K celebration stream. We got to do something fun. Fuck yeah. We'll do like a nice 60K celebration stream. That'll be cool. I could see Hamzat playing with his food once Strickland is cooked, similar to how Carlos was playing with JDM, but in a more Hamzat kind of way. Dude, see, I think Hamzat's going to just beat the fuck out of him. Hey, W Doug. Hey, listen, I'm glad you're listening, bro. Even if you're just, listening and not chatting, I always appreciate it. We should go Diaz Perry to be a first 7-rounder. You're right. 7-round fight between them would be great. Susurkaev KO, Buckley KO, Gautier round 1, Taira Hamzat finish. All seem like locks. I like it, bro. I thought, dude, the Buckley KO especially. Susurkaev KO feels like a lock of the card too. I can see Finch picking Miller. I don't think so. He's gonna go Gordon. AJ, that Brando pick fed. Hey, thank you, bro. That Brando pick was golden, man. If he was an underdog before, fucking Thursday, like if Wednesday he was a dog, I would have dog locked him, but he was a slight favorite. Dude, I feel like Hamzat's striking is pretty sharp, but the wrestling is just gonna be too available. They're gonna do a press conference for them. Yeah, 5:00. The press conference. Yeah, it's Thursday at 5. There is one. They're going to have crazy amounts of security on stage. Just know. Montreal beat Tampa last night. Congrats to Montreal. Van is dope, but Taira's is the best. I totally respect that take. You know I'm a Van's witness. I'm going Van. But I respect Taira, bro. I got a lot of love for both of them, bro. It's like, it is the biggest fight in Asian MMA history. So I don't know. It just feels fucking awesome. I'm going to sit there and just enjoy the fuck out of that fight. It's a blessed fight, man. I'm just glad we get to see it, honestly. I think it's a dope fight. I'm excited for it. Chat, the goal is to get 2 new subscribers during the stream. We're at 59,181. I want to get 59,183. So if anybody's new, first thing, if you're new and you're watching for a first time, I'd love for you to interact, man. Don't be afraid to say what's up in the live chat. But if not, you want to sit silent, I totally get it, bro. I've been you before. Yeah, just hit the like button. All the other fights, you can see either side winning. It's going to be fucking awesome. It's going to be great. There's some sneaky locks in there. Ochoa Moneyline, Waldo plus 3.5 could be safe city contender. I don't really put the pluses, the spreads in the safe cities parlays, mainly because my book doesn't allow me to, and I know a lot of other books don't allow it. But if I could, I would definitely be doing that more often. But I always just worry about judges' decisions, so I just rather just go for a result. Doug, on Paramount, they have it scheduled for 5 o'clock Thursday. And then they're also doing the White House press conference after the weigh-ins, dude. That shit's going to be crazy. I'm excited, man. I'm excited as hell. I'm excited as fuck. The best time to be a fight fan is now. And chat, bless me with 3 more likes. I want 75 likes by the hour 45-minute mark. I want a slight algorithmic boost for the Big J on an absolutely beautiful Monday afternoon. A little Moneyline pre-show action, man. Van getting slept on. He's going to be squatting the whole fight, knowing Taira has one path. And the takedown defense looks sharp. There is a press conference on YouTube scheduled. And the getup looks good. Oh, fuck. Going to the UFC website right now. All right. Yeah, they only have the post-fight press conference scheduled. But no, they have a press conference. I know for a fact. I checked Paramount. Bro, this weekend's card is going to be fucking great. I'm so excited. Hey, W, Doug, I got you, bro. You got Dawson winning. Respect on that. I know. I'm going Rębecki, thinking about he's getting fucking cracked, but I understand the Dawson pick. I don't think it's a bad call. I think Taira has more pressure for sure. I'm going to tell you right now because Taira's coach is like connected with like a pioneer of Japanese MMA. And they're like, Taira, this is your chance. We've never had a UFC champion. The world stage is yours. We need like Taira has the pressure of a nation behind him in a massive degree because there's a long-rooted mixed martial arts history in Japan, and they've never had a UFC champion, bro. He's got the pressure of the fucking country on his shoulders. That's scary, bro. You feel like I'm low-key balding? All right. I heard Ariel say that. 0 pre-fight interaction. That's stupid. No way. Nah, they're going to have a fucking press conference. Don't listen to that. They mean pre-fight interaction. Like they're not going to let them be near each other in the hotel or face off or anything like that. They're going to keep them at a distance from one another, which I think is very smart. I definitely think that's very smart. Because that could go very badly. Yoel versus Amosov. I'll go Amosov. I think he's going to land takedowns, but I like Alvarez too. If he was fighting someone better, that's a killer, I'd take him to get knocked out. But Rębecki has some bad losses. Fair. The thing about the Rębecki losses, I always think, though, everybody that he fights had to go through some kind of fucking adversity, you know? Sakuraba won the Ultimate Japan Heavyweight Tournament at UFC 15, which is considered a tournament championship, not a modern divisional belt. Right. So I guess they've had Sakuraba, but a real UFC champ they have not had. Yeah, there's no face-off, but they are going to be on stage with each other, I guarantee you. They're not going to miss an opportunity to sell the fuck out of the fight. Are you kidding me? They're definitely going to have a fucking press conference. F. Alvarez never bet him again after he did what he did last time. Dude, I don't know what he was thinking. Just hold position and lay in prayer. It was weird as shit. Jimmy Smith had a good explanation with Luke Thomas of why it was bad. More for the part of promoters and the $1 million spent, and the fight would 100% be called off if something happened. That's why they're going to keep them separate. They're at different hotels. They're staying far away from each other. Trust me, bro. Far away from each other. If Hamzat's fighting ego, he's not going to fight with ego. Paulo Costa would be a hard matchup, but no, he'll be fine here. Hamzat Chimaev is not going to let his ego get in his way. It's going to be smart Chimaev, fighting intelligently. He's not going to be affected by Strickland's crazy trash talk. They won't fight outside the octagon. Speaking of fighting outside of a proper fight, did you guys see Karate Combat? Did you see that the Pitbull brothers got into it at Karate Combat? It's weird, man, because I think like Karate Combat's president was attempting to paint Pitbull in a bad light, acting like he lost a street fight to some dudes there. But like the Pitbull brothers beat the fuck out of these two guys. It was like, dude, it was like a fucking beating. They sprayed their wives with water guns and then just beat the shit out of them. And I was like, damn. You know? I was like, damn. Hamzat fights an ego and doesn't shoot against Paulo Costa 205 like Burns. Paul might break his glass chin covered in beard or break his arm to stop his chain wrestling. I've read your whole thing. He's not fighting Paulo right now, though. But the Paulo fight could be tough. But, dude, like, I'm telling you, bro, Karate Combat be trying to, like, make the Pitbull brothers look bad for sure. And they beat the fuck out of those guys, bro. One of the dudes is a bare knuckle fighter. His face was destroyed. I was like, damn, bro. It's because they were trying to get him back for the main event being canceled. I'm telling you, bro, there's some shady shit that goes on with Karate Combat. You know for a fact that Wing C was told to do that, right? Like he wouldn't have just went in the cage. The promoter said, no, go in the cage, like do, or, go into the mat as they were fighting, like do it. It's crazy how we almost had Rainer, DeQuitter, and Chubby Hernandez fight Hamzat. So glad those dudes both got Frogic. Yeah, they would have been destroyed badly. Susurkaev, Gautier, they're not risking two of their best prospects against one another. Green and Armin meeting each other again would be fun. Or they chill now? I'm sure they're chill now. Karate Combat's in a weird spot, man. Did you see Larissa Pacheco fought a 1-1 amateur and like killed her? But I'm like, why the fuck would they even set that fight up? I was confused by that. Very weird. Very, very weird. You think Susurkaev is overrated? I think he's pretty good, but just don't compare him to Hamzat. I think he's pretty good, though. He's got slick striking. He's got good accuracy. Pretty good head movement, too. I think he's actually a great prospect. It's just if you compare him to Hamzat, you get overhyped. Oh, it's Hamzat's boy. You know, he got overhyped early. But no, he's good. No joke to knock out Eric Meconico. I think that's a respectable win for a young guy. And I think he wins by KO this weekend, too. Chat, we're at 78 likes. I want to hit 80 likes up in here. So make sure you guys smash the like button. Let's keep the likes moving on up the card. Bro, I don't know why people always want to go match up prospects like they go Ewan versus Taporia. Yeah, not now. I don't want to see that yet. If Ewan keeps winning, Taporia keeps winning, they line up eventually. Cool fight. You think he can get chinned by a decent striker? Well, he's got to get up to that level first, bro. He's fighting in a pretty good spot to not have that happen, bro. He's fighting in prospect fights. He's going to knock the Djorden Santos out. Had a dope 2-hour sparring event at my gym on Saturday. Got some rounds in with a few Rufus Sport guys. Who were the guys that you got to go against? Who were they? Anybody that I'd know? Are they like up-and-coming prospects from there? Wow, got off work early and caught the live. Hey, W, man. What a day, man. What a day, what a day. It was rocked in early fight too, which was concerning. When his competition level goes up, it could be a problem. I said Patty faced the same thing. He tightened up. Yeah, I think it'll be all right. No clue, up-and-comers, never heard of, but they were good. That's pretty cool, though. Some Rufus Sport prospects. Any UFC fighters there? Boom, 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 boom. UFC. Susurkaev or Ateba? Bro, I'm not even thinking about that matchup. I mean, you probably lean Ateba by fucking physicality, though. BSD got way better after losing, bro. BSD's losses were the best thing that ever happened to him. He leveled up in a big way. I guess they could edit a Hamza Strickland face-off, but no need. Those pre-fight face-offs, you know what? Not even necessary, bro. We'll see it when they weigh in. Looking forward to it. I'm excited as fuck for the fight. It's going to be sensational, bro. I can't wait to see what they bring to the table. I really can't wait. You can't hype from mobile? Hey, you're good, bro. Hype the full card predictions, bro. Don't worry about this. You ain't got to hype it. It's all good. It's already hyped. You know what I'm saying? It's got spiritual hype. What's up, KZ? How you feeling, bro? How's the big Z feeling on this beautiful day, man? That APFC guy was there that paraded around with his belt last time. How did he look actually fucking sparring? The APFC legend, man. That's funny as shit. This card is a banger beyond banger on banger on banger, bro. Holy shit. Feeling great, man. Feeling great. You gave him belt to ass. That's fantastic, man. How hard would you say the sparring was? More like really going after it, trying to knock each other out type spar, or still like holding some back? Thick Taporia at 185 after rehydrating, that'd be fucking crazy. Dude, you know what's crazy, KZ? I was just talking about how Karate Combat's looking shady as fuck. Like they tried to get the Pitbull brothers, you know, looking bad on IG with the fucking street fight they got into. And then Pacheco killing some girl that should have never been fighting. Wing C walking in the fucking ring. Karate Combat was a no-go. I think it's become a little bit of a circus freak show. It's unfortunate, man. I really felt like Karate Combat was looking real fun, but I don't know, man. It's like those guys sprayed him with water guns, but like, I don't know, were you spraying dudes' wives with water guns? Like, I don't know, it's kind of weird. It's one thing if they're all buddy buddy, but they're just like trying to get them into an awkward situation. Like they wanted that fight to happen. Understand? They played it. They played it, bro. It was all a setup. They were trying to make the Pitbull brothers look bad because Patricky had to pull out with the cut over his eye. It's just, listen, it's at this point a bit of a joke promotion being run in a way that is very unprofessional, man. And long-term staying power of something like that, it's just all about getting clips, seems less probable than anything else. Winksy rubs me the wrong way. Dude gets off to beating up regular guys in street beefs. Well, that's how he built his resume, bro. Street beefs legend. Supposed to be 50 to 75% to the body and light to the head. There's a few people trying to act tough. Always happens, right? Yeah, always happens. If Winksy is your choice of entertainment, you should automatically go bankrupt as an organization. What's up, Vatican City? I genuinely thought that the Winksy gimmick was just unfortunate, bro. It's like, come on, man. Supposedly he dropped Curtis Melender after they got into a scrap. I don't know if I fully believe it. Who the fuck knows? Maybe somebody got hit with something. Like, you never know. I didn't see the video. Hopefully they release footage, though. I'd love to see Wing C drop the footage and see if it was actually true. Let's see if he has footage. Let's go to his Instagram. Wing C. It's weird. King Green commented, said, say less. That's weird. Oh, shit. Yep. King Green didn't like it. I feel like King Green's going to end up whooping Wing C's ass when he sees him because he's boys with Curtis Melender. That's why he said say less. Interesting. Let's see if Curtis Melender posted anything about it. Nope. He's moved on. I don't think so. I don't know. This guy with face tats was trying to knock me out, and then he got upset when I match his intensity. Those are normally the guys, right? Because the face tattoos are a mask for the inner, issues. Yeah, that's fucking weird. He's a strange cat, bro. Those are the worst type of sparring partners. They try to go hard, we get mad when you do. It's like, well, you tone it down then, motherfucker. If you don't want to fucking go hard, why the fuck you swinging at me hard? I think to live by the rule, this is what I was always taught. My dad always said, you give what you get. If a guy's tapping and fucking sparring technically, you go. If a guy rips, all right, I'm going to try to rip you back. Simple as that, man. When I mentioned what with Vicini, what? Wait, what do you mean, Pity K? Yeah, that was W King Green. AJ Ariel was saying, what is the logic of booking an American in the main event of the White House card who's probably going to be on the canvas of the event by a Spanish guy? I don't think it matters, bro. I think this fight card is more about just the amazing mixed martial arts level, not trying to biasly favor matchups towards American fighters. That's what I think. I think Ariel's always going to look for a way to throw shade at the UFC because of his personal quells against them. Greens versus Stevens is a sick fight. Yeah, it is, bro. Hit as hard as you want to be hit. Beautiful rule of thumb. Question. KZ, Green or Stevens, who you picking? What's up, Almost Maxi? Chat, we're about to hit the 2-hour mark. I'll make a deal with you guys. If we run 2 hour, 5 minutes to hit 90 likes, that'd be a hell of a fucking way for me to stick around for a little longer. Like, I might stick around even longer if you guys match the likes. So run me up. I'm having a good time. I'm gonna keep hanging out until I feel like I gotta eat something. Wingsy with Zacchini. Oh, yes. Because Zacchini had the wings on. I was up the whole time almost, Mex. I streamed the whole time, bro. And I did a fucking post fight. The liver shot is actually a genius strat to calm him down. Beautiful strike, man. Absolutely beautiful strike. I might be leaning green, but Stevens has only been training his hands, and he was smoking Mason Jones in the feet. It's a tough pick. I'm going for Stevens, bro. Because the hands, bro. Green should wrestle, I think. I think Green will wrestle. Stevens might KO him or Bobby tunes him out. I think it's one of those two, yeah. Strickland beating up 165-pound string bean YouTuber and Sneeko. We lose our respect for him. Forrest Griffin had to run in to stop. That was good on Forrest. It's funny, though, that like Strickland has framed Hamzat as a bully, but I've seen Strickland fuck up amateurs in sparring. I don't know, man. I really think that Hamzat instills insecurity in Sean Strickland, bro. Shibra had to miss the stream. Had some bros over to try and watch the card. Nobody made it to the main event. Hey, it is what it is, bro. I slept earlier. Or the guy that last round again, so I clinched him up and he wanted to break away. I said, nah, man, you're going to have to work to get out of this, and held him like a bitch. That's funny as fuck. 100 likes for a shadow box, Jay. If you guys get me 100 likes in the next 5 minutes, I'll shadow box. We need 11 likes. So YouTube, do your thing with the algorithm. We'll do it. Banana, banana, da, da, na, 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 na. 100 like, Jay. Moneyline tonight, Jay. Looking forward to it, hey. Hamzat instills insecurity in Sean Strickland, quote of the week. Bro, it's a fucking fact, man. I can sense it. I'm listening to the Sean Strickland interviews during the countdown, and I'm like, man, he's reaching a little bit. I'm like, he's just trying to rage bait, like, oh, well, Hamzat's not a man, you know? He's not a man. I'm a real fucking man. Hamzat's not. He's a little coward bitch. I'm like, what? I'm like, why is it that Hamzat is getting him so riled up? I'm like, he's instilling the insecurity in him. He's trying to convince Hamzat to strike with him. Crazy that Stevens and Green are the same age. That is wild, bro. This is a 2018 Fight Night main event at its fucking finest. Strickland's character he plays has become self-aware. Have you seen Colby out of character? He's actually quite likable. Yeah. Very rarely, but yeah. Stevens, bro, he busted up Eddie Alvarez in BKFC. He made it a dog fight with fucking Mike Perry. Stevens and bare knuckles been shining. So it's like, you know, perfect fight if they're just throwing hands that he could land a kill shot. I definitely still think he's primed for hands. Maybe not for grappling, but I don't know about Green taking him down. I think Green should wrestle. I think King Green's path is takedown. Control him. Get on top. Embrace the motherfucking grind, you know? Yeah, he has been doing the goats and sheeps thing. Yeah, for sure. Fair about Eddie's like Rockhold these days. True. Taira looked locked in the event. I bet he's locked in. Remember when I said Stevens Perry would be a good fight if they were the same size? It was before that fight was even booked. Yeah, that was a great take. Dude, Perry's so much bigger than him. Stevens a fucking lightweight, Perry a middleweight, dude. No, I haven't seen Colby doing golf with MMA fighting. I'd like to see Colby turn the character off for the remainder of his career and just be himself. Bobby has a speed while Stevens throwing power shots. Reminds me of the Drew Dober fight for King Green. Strickland peaked already, especially in popularity. It's all downhill after Deshaun Strickland. Maybe. I don't think he gets two of the biggest upset wins in championship history. I just don't see it. I think that Hamzat clears. I'm surprised there are like a good amount of people hyping up Strickland, but I think it's a mismatch, dude. I think he's gonna literally squash him like a fucking bug. I'll have to check it out, dog. On MMA Fighting's channel. Let's look at it. MMA Fighting, Colby Covington. Bro, how the fuck this shit only got 4,000 views? That's crazy. That's crazy, bro. Only 4,000 views? Deserves more. Deserves more. It's crazy like some of these MMA media sites don't get the views they used to. I guess the modern MMA fan is a little bit more into the clickbait type of shit versus the more technical interviewing type style of yesteryear is less popular with the newer fans. Masvidal's 100K is in the trash. In the trash. You think Volkov's a lock, Jordan Harper? Good luck, bro. I wish you the best, man. So many channels underrated, quite heartbreaking, to be honest, because it's all the things that matter. It's a different world now, bro. It is what it is, dog. It is what it is. It's every sport now, though. Back at NBA now, it's playoff season, and it's shocking the low views for some of the guys. That's just how it goes. The clips, yeah, the attention span is down. Hey, I love hosting this show, though. Long form fucking MMA content, thank God. We got some sophisticated fight fans that love the long form shit, bro. Rębecki and Buckley double dog lock hitting this weekend, boys. Hey, good luck, WJ. I like the Buckley side more, I'll say. Going to Hawaii next month. Going to see if I can work at Holloway's gym. Would be sold up. That'd be cool as fuck, man. We get around there with Max Holloway. Get to feel the blessed aura in person. Sounds like a fucking dream come true, man. Brady is better grappling than Usman. Usman better takedowns. I don't think the takedowns of Brady are as effective, and that's the key in this matchup. I know the attention spans of the masses are down, but thankfully there's a strong cult in the MMA community that has good attention span. Grateful. Grateful, Jay. Grateful, Jay. Listen, you savages, I love you, man. I made 2.4K from UFC and boxing. I told you anyway in Benavides. Hey, W pre-workout in week. Congrats. Sean Brady losing, title aspirations over. Listen, I got some good underdogs. Almost Mexi. You got to watch. I'll tell you one of them. I'm going for the side of Joaquin Buckley. Listen, guys, make sure you guys smash that like button for me. I am going to get up out of here in a moment. I want to say a sincere thank you to the Savages for support. Now, I hope we hit the subscriber goal. Let's see. Did we gain the subs? We one away. Fucking hell. Close, though. I'm still grateful, man. It's all good. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. I'll make a deal with you guys. I'll do 5 more minutes. I'll give it a chance. I'll do till 3:50 p.m. Eastern time. I'll give you guys 5 more. I'm having a good time, too. I don't want to leave yet. All right, 5 more. I'll let the 100 likes be. I will do 5 more minutes, bro. Fuck it. What's the rush, man? What's the rush? I'll stick around. I'll be honest, I don't even want to leave. I enjoy hanging out with you guys. Yeah, he probably wouldn't work with a random during camp. You're right. You'll find out for sure, though, if that fucking McGregor fight is in. I personally think Rębecki, Acosta, Van, bro, that's a lot of dollars. I think Acosta, Buckley. 1 more round. I got to stick around, bro. The people don't want us to leave. I got a good mix almost, Maxi, like 23 and up type shit. Thank you for the like, man. I appreciate it. 12-hour stream marathon. Dog, it's not worth it, bro. I'm better off just throwing in quality 2-hour streams throughout the week than one 12-hour stream feeling like shit, you know? A 12-hour stream, I wonder what that even be like. So you got Waldo winning against Volkov? I think so. I'm 23, probably like 4 of my homies watch consistently in that age range, bro. Bam. I told you, bro, that age range is kind of it. Few under, a lot 23 and over. That's what I feel. Mafia-thon, Jay. I feel the cost momentum, but Volkov beat Gon. Fair. You know what else, though? Fucking Gon took Volkov down. So I'm thinking to myself, Waldo wrestling? For example, the Cub Swanson documentary, The Week of the Fights, is really good. Mentioned it to a few people, and they said it was boring because it was half an hour, and they couldn't be asked to watch. That's fair. People need 15 seconds sometimes. You hear that UFC 6 is going to have a legacy mode, which I'm hoping that means a better career mode where I don't have to fucking get rushed to the UFC and rushed to retire. Another streamer disregard Waldo. Fuck it, man. It's his pick. Good luck to him. Lock should be Hamza. Bro, he's a fucking 5-1 favorite. You got Corbo. You've been watching. You guys got to understand what my lock of the week is. I do my most confident pick sections. Those are my just most confident picks. Fuck the odds, right? My lock, I go for a line, bro. It's a fucking money line or a lock-in bet. Like sometimes I do a lock city parlay as the lock, but it's a bet. It's a one attack. I'm going to do an underdog lock and I'm going to do a lock city parlay this week. But like, yeah, like Hamzat is a lock of the card, bro. But like, you know, it's minus 500. That's not like the way that I run the show. The show is the lock is a base take. You know, it's not like an obvious call. No, lock of the week's Wednesday, bro. Bro, I hope that UFC 6 has a promoter mode come out. That'd be cool. Promoter mode would be sick. Guru, a secret unlockable character in UFC 6. That'd be a fucking spectacle Easter egg, bro. Holy shit. Pereira was so hyped seeing himself as the cover, yeah. He looks a little chunky, you're right. Buckley over Brady, me too, bro. It's going to be sweet, bro. The gameplay hopefully drops tomorrow. I hope it's not a power slap mode. Gameplay drops tomorrow for UFC 6 or a trailer. I hope it's a gameplay, not just a cinematic trailer. And I'm excited to watch it. Listen, guys, be sure to smash the like button for me. I am going to get up out of here now. I'm getting hungry. I want to eat something. I want to have some food, Jay. Make sure you hit the like. Make sure you hit the subscribe. I'll be live tonight. So if you're disappointed I'm leaving, don't worry. Turn the post notifications on. I will be live tonight for Moneyline with the Finch. And then tomorrow we got banging streams, best and worst case scenario. Thank you guys for 100 likes. I appreciate you savages showing the support. You guys are gangsters, bro. All right. Thank you guys. I'm going to go eat. All right. Talk to you soon. Peace.